So, Bas, we have a series. This Bas Westerbaan of Cloudflare, a career cryptographer and expert on Merkle Tree Certificates in post-quantum cryptography. Welcome back. One of the things that we were talking about offline between recording sessions is you referenced the Plants Working Group in IETF. PLANTS, all caps. I don't know that our listeners necessarily even know what that is. We have these words, plants, photosynthesis, PQC, MTC. What are all these things and how do they fit together?
Right. So IETF, they know IETF, I think?
Yes, we'll go with IETF, yes.
IETF has working groups for specific topics. So we have a TLS working group that does all the changes to TLS, the TLS 1.3. We have the LAMPS working group that does all the X59 certificate things, extra bits and bobs there. But if there's a big new project, like for instance certificate transparency then a new working group is created. So for certificate transparency, the trans working group. And now with the Merkle Tree certificates and similar thoughts that went around, we brought this to the IETF, and there were discussions how to land this, what's the best place for it. And at IETF, there was the consensus to create a new working group, which became the Plants Working Group. It stands for PKI Logs and Tree Signatures Working Group. And
that's a pun. Plants, logs, trees.
Yeah,
it's all very clever.
So so I have this little thing with standardization, where with standardization you never get what you want, right? When you try to standardize something, always they change it in a way that you don't like it. And so the trick here is that our primary goal of the Plants Working Group is to put enough puns in there that hopefully we get a new PKI.
You did a great job. There's a lot of puns in there. Yeah.
The Plants Working Group, there is where that adopted Merkle Tree certificates, and that's where they explore standardizing Merkle Tree certificates, how it can be used, but also tangential topics. So one that's being discussed in the working group, not yet adopted, but something very interesting, is how to do this for private PKIs, how to improve monitoring for certificate transparency. So basically, we created the scaffolding, the Baustelle for working on the new PKI, and it's all happening in the Plants Working Group. So
there is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but at recording time, there is a draft standard that's out for public commentary, correct? What are the steps to get to something that we consider to be final?
So in IETF, it has the mantra rough consensus and running code, which means the first bit is you don't get what you want, as long as everyone hurts equally. The second bit, running code, is the IETF wants to make standards that actually work in practice. So a key important thing is trying it out on the go. So only, I think, so the post-quantum key agreement, X25519 MLChem 768, that alphabet soup, that's now used by 65% of all clients talking to Cloudflare. It's not an RFC yet. It's almost an RFC, I think maybe a month. It's not an RFC yet.
Oh, okay.
A lot of these things, they have a long path where they already used a lot in practice before it's a final standard. But on the finality side of things, there's a few places, right? Has not even been adopted by the working group is the very first step. Then adopted by the working group. Then it's going through working group last call, and then there's a few surprisingly many steps after that before it's an RSC. But let's not go into all of those. But now it's in the place where things can still change. Can still change. I don't expect them to change being completely different. A bigger change but there will be changes to Merkle Tree Certificates, and if you want to get those changes in, if for you figure out in your use case, this if it only was a little bit different, it works much better. Now is the time to go to the plans working group.
Okay, and the plans working group is open to anyone, correct?
Everyone.
Yeah.
So that's the call to arms for this podcast. That's the reason we wanted to do it, so that Bas could basically invite everybody. He just said it. If you want to have your voice heard, right now is the ideal time.
This is the ideal time, yeah. So go in, and especially one thing is, for the Web PKI, I think a lot of the players are there yet, but not everyone, so go get in there. But especially one thing where I think is very much open is, how can we use this exciting new stuff in private PKIs? And there, the thing is, you need to know the restrictions of your PKI. Are the verifiers online? Are the servers, are they online or not online? So many variations, and it's great for the working group and the people they're thinking about private PKIs if they hear from different PKIs to get this input to work on it and see how this might work. So now is the time also, if you have a private PKI and think about MTC, now is also the time to come join in.
I think that's a perfect segue, Tim.
All right. Thank you, Bas, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.